Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Legal Aid. How can I help you today?
Well, I got served a notification because I'm still behind in on my rent, and I'm having a lot of hardships right now. I just lost my mom. I just had a funeral for her, and I had to pick and choose like where the money was going to go, whether I'm going to pay for rent or whether I'm going to pay for my mom. And I had to pay for my mom, and I fell behind, and I'm desperate. I need help. Is there any way I can get some advice?
So you're in safe hands, but first let me ask you a couple more questions regarding your situation to better understand your case.
When unforeseen events present legal challenges to a person's life, there is a community ready to help. Over the last 60 years, Legal Aid Society of Orange County and Community Legal Services of Southeast Los Angeles County have served 447,000 clients. In 1995, our service hotline opened, and during 2018, 14,910 people received assistance from those calls, one of which was Marian Cubero. This is her story.
We had a very, very severe hardship in our family. My mom had a stroke in January of this year. It was hard. I mean, finding my mom like that was really hard on me. She was my everything. My life changed forever. And it got worse during that time. She died, and I had to find a way to pay for her funeral and to pay and catch up for this place, and it was tough. We did what we could. We just couldn't find the answer. And we called you, and you guys helped us. We found out that we were getting referred to Jones Day. I was blown away. I had no idea we were actually going to be speaking to an attorney. I knew Legal Aid was super helpful, but I was realizing now that we're actually going to have an attorney help us. So it was wonderful.
At the time, Marian was unsure if she wanted to stay at the residence or move to a new location. So our goal was to get as much time as possible so she could explore new options. Ultimately, we were able to secure 3 months tenancy for her, and we were able to avoid a potential judgment on their record.
This is a family that was going through a temporary hardship, and they were going to be able to pay that past due rent, but they just needed some time. And now they've had that time, they're still living in the place, and they get to preserve their credit, and their goal is to eventually try to even buy their own place, and they're trying to, work towards that goal.
When people go through these situations and they don't have the answers, don't know what they're going to do, don't know what's going to happen next, and they feel like they're in a dark room, you guys are there to answer those questions, give hope, shed light, give options.
These people at Legal Aid, these people with Jones Day, they've helped my family. And if you can just know that they're there to help other people and that other people can use their services, so many people, just their lives would change and for the better, and our lives have. We were just in a hardship, and we were able to overcome it.
Although every case is different, client income plays a major role in the qualification process. We service those with a monthly income below 200% of the poverty level. And for those facing financial and health-related hardships, it's difficult to move forward without proper legal guidance. After becoming injured on the job, client Raquel Garcia applied for workers' compensation, but was denied by the court. With nowhere else to turn, she contacted the Community Legal Services Compton office for help. This is her story.
When the doctors were saying I couldn't return to work, I felt powerless and depressed. The reality was that I was hurt at work, not at home or out in the street. I was depressed and couldn't sleep because I worried about my financial situation. I'm the only source of income for my 2 sons. With one in college and the other one in high school, it was difficult. When I contacted Legal Aid, I met with Alton. He made copies of all my documents and told me he was going to study my case and said he was going to be able to help me. After he told me that, I felt at ease and gained courage to go to my hearing with somebody who can explain the process because I didn't understand any of it.
Social Security tried to say that she still maintained the ability to perform gainful employment like she used to, working in a meat factory. looking at her records and saying, that's ridiculous. I'm looking at her injuries and the carpal tunnel and all the physical problems. I said, no way can she do that. And our argument was that not only is she disabled now and she can't perform her previous work, she was disabled at the time she applied 4 years ago in 2014, and therefore her benefit should start at that date, not at some later date. Based on the x-rays and all the objective medical evidence, she met the standards for a Social Security disability.
My next court hearing soon came, and my children accompanied me to testify about my situation and how these injuries had truly affected me. Soon after, I received a letter stating that I had won my case. I'm going to be able to live a bit more comfortable. My oldest son is currently attending USC in Los Angeles. I will be able to help him with university expenses while living here. My goal is for my younger son to go to a school that'll prepare him for a better future despite his special needs. I recommend legal aid to anyone. I would recommend for anyone who goes through this not to remain silent and to look for help, because there's always going to be someone out there that can help you. And if you look for help, you will find it. Thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Today, we continue our mission to provide free civil legal services to seniors and low-income individuals and to promote equal access to the justice system. Throughout the quality service, perseverance, and financial support of our community, we ensure more stories of achievement such as Marion and Raquel's continue in the years to come.